this one again. Last time the sound was pretty poor. So if you're listening, maybe you can tell me whether, as I go along, if the sound is okay today, because the rain, I think, is interrupting my broadband. Anyway, so why am I here? Today I want to talk to you about soul purpose. A lot of people ask me, what is my soul purpose? I wrote a post recently about my experience in understanding what soul purpose is and my experience in seeing people's soul energy. So what I want to talk to you about is something that is a bit of a misconception, and that is the link between, what a soul purpose is and what you do. Because often the misconception is that in some way your soul purpose will tell you exactly what you're here to do. And in a way it does, but in a way it really doesn't. So one thing I want to say to you is that, do you have a soul purpose? Yes, you do. Do you have a mission here? Yes, you do. I know that you can have a feeling that, you're here to do something. There's a calling that you have. It is your soul talking to you and saying, you're here to do something that's important. And when you're not doing it, you get a feeling that you're not on track, that you feel unfulfilled, you feel out of balance. So, your soul purpose is kind of like a blueprint. When I look at it, what I see is a shape. Sometimes I get words and I get a feeling for what it is that you're here to do. Well, actually, that's the difference, is it's what you're here to be, not what you're here to do. And that's the difference. That's why we have that saying that we're human beings, not human doings. Because if you think about what your soul is, right, it's a timeless, ageless energy. That's who you really are. You are love, that's your energy. But everyone does have a really different soul purpose. It looks different, it feels different. Sometimes when they talk about the world as being like a tapestry and everybody is like a stitch in it, that is exactly what it's like. Because although two people can look similar, they're not. So I can see when I look at someone, the energy that they're holding in the world, the thing you bring to the world that is really unique, because it's something that you have to be here. It's an expression of this energy, and if you're not being it, you'll start to feel out of balance. But I can tell you, you will have been being this thing and making decisions in your life based on it already, just you didn't know. So if your soul is really timeless and ageless, if you think about that, then it means that you can't. It can't be something that you do. For example, hi Pat, hi Leola, hi Mish, hi Tanya. Good to see you. Oh, watching from Florida. Cool. Thanks, Pat. Great. So if you think about soul energy, right? You can't be supposed to be a teacher. What if you're born in Ethiopia? What if your soul at another time, they don't have teachers? What if you're meant to be here because you help people heal themselves, but in one culture that might be a shaman, in another culture that might be something completely different? So you might be that, you're able to do that just by being with people. That healing happens just because of who you are. So that's what I'm trying to say, is that you're already making choices that fulfill your soul purpose, because you're always checking in. Your soul, your heart is guiding you all the time. And so what I see are images. I sometimes get words. I sometimes definitely get feelings, because that's how I process, how I get information. So this was quite a surprise to me, and I just want to share with you a couple of examples of what that sort of looks like, so you get the idea of what I mean. So for example, the person that I originally looked at, they told me that her purpose here was to be a vision holder. All right, so I actually got words with this one. Sometimes it's just a picture and a feeling. And so I asked, what does that mean? And the soul explained to me that her energy is such that she's able to hold energy when people she works with, doesn't matter whether it's her family or whatever she does here, she's really good at helping people see the vision for themselves. And when she holds it with them, it's like superchargers, like they're definitely going to get where they want to go. because not only can she see it, she helps hold it with them. And this is her gift, this is her mission, this is her magic. There's no one that does it the same way that she does. And what does that mean? It means, well, in her life, she's always made choices. She's always been that. And when I told her, look, I'm getting this, doesn't make any sense to you, she's like, absolutely. She said, when I think about it, that's something I do all the time. 3 years ago, my husband, I said to him, you're going to do X, Y, Z. And he said, no way, that's not going to happen. That's what he's doing right now. And in her life, the things that she's chosen to do that felt fulfilling were her expressing that energy. So it felt fulfilling. She worked a lot in, retail fashion. So you can imagine how that's really helping other women get a sense of the vision for themselves, of how they look and who they want to put themselves out in the world to be. That's a very important part of helping someone hold that vision. She would help them work it out and hold it. And now she's moved into health coaching, which means that, she's helping people get visions for that and helping them hold it and really successfully. So you understand what I mean about how soul signature, which is what I call it, it is a blueprint. It's like an anatomy of your soul. That how that works is that you need to be able to express it in your life. And what you do will be guided by that expression. So through your heart, you'll just know when you're on or off. You know when you're off, when you feel unfulfilled, when you feel like there's something else I need to be doing, like I might be really successful and I'm happy in so many ways. I don't know, people, I should be happy, I've got everything I want, or that kind of thing, but there's some part of you that's unfulfilled, and that is your soul telling you you're not expressing all of who you came here to be. So that's I hope that helps you understand what I see and what the misconception is, that it's about being, not doing. And that if you want me to have a look at your soul energy to help you understand that, so that your choices that you make going forward are in alignment, that's what I'm really here to do. I'm pretty sure you will end up saying, okay, gosh, I have been being that all the way along. The other thing I want to tell you about, which helps help you understand something else that's interesting about this, and that is that when sometimes a person can feel like torn in two directions, can feel like I really like this and I really like that, and I'm supposed to choose between the two. And this came up recently in someone else's soul signature, which is that one part of her is very, very structured. Really, she's very good at being able to logically work things out, how things fit together, and so she does really well in business analyst work. But the other part of her is really interested in what is out there, what is esoteric, the spiritual, the expression of creativity, the sort of wanting to go where no man has gone before, no woman has gone before. So she's, and when I look at her soul signature, that's what I see. She's got these very two distinct parts, and so someone can feel like they're pulled in two directions because their soul signature is such that she's here to do both. She's here to be both, and the doing of that is both of them. So that's what I mean about how your soul signature can help you understand the choices that you've made. And in this case, help her understand that being both of those things is actually really important. She doesn't actually need to choose. So I hope that's interesting. So if you feel like you're maybe a bit stuck in terms of direction, one of the things I want to tell you is in the Shine program, that the coaching program, the 90-day program that a lot of people have been asking me about, then I'm going to add my soul signature reading to that program. Up till now, it's been only in the longer sort of 9-month program. So I'm going to add it because so many of you have asked about it that I just think that's my job. So I'm going to add it into the 90-day program. I'm going to do that reading for you, help you understand it, so that if you're doing that coaching with me and because that is really about what direction are you going, being connected with your guides and taking action so that you're always in alignment with where your soul signature, your soul purpose. If that interests you, just get in touch with me, PM me, just tell me you're interested. We can set up a chat. No obligation, just talk to me about, I want to find out what you're doing, where you want to go, what's holding you back, and then we can see whether that's right for you. But anyway, I hope today this is been interesting and maybe enlightening. So next time you're asking yourself, what's my soul purpose, ask yourself, who am I being in the world? When I'm feeling satisfied and I'm feeling happy and I'm feeling on track, who am I being? And maybe that will give you some insight. Okay, thanks guys. Hope that's helpful. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this or any questions that you have. That would be great. I'm really interested in anything that you want to know too. Okay, bye.